Hello, blessed soul family. I am the magical medium, and welcome to my channel. So, I reached out to Spirit and I said, we need something good, some light energy. It is fucking dark out there. And I called to the fairies. I went outside. I work with the fairies. I laid in the sun. We're having a beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest here. And I knew I wanted to do a reading. I knew I wanted to do something lovely to honor our waxing crescent moon energy, which is all about new beginnings and setting intentions. So I was like, let's do something fun. Like, what are your gifts? Or what are, what should we take it, what should we set intentions on for these gifts? I had all these different things. And then the crystal deck spoke to me and I was like, okay, so before you are 4 readings, okay? So the first reading we have from left to right, we have Rhodochrosite, Chrysoprase. So reading 1, reading 2, Chrysoprase, reading 3, gold, reading 4, tumbled stones, rainbow healing. And I can even pull these back a little bit to give you guys some. There you go. You can see a little bit better. Can you see a little bit better? There you go. Take a good look at that. Maybe there's more than one pile is speaking to you. Reading. It's okay. I'm going to keep it. And for those of you who haven't caught on, or if you're new here, welcome. Thank you to the new subscribers. Thank you to all of you guys for subscribing, for coming back. It really makes a difference. It keeps me going. I'm going through these things just like you are. So your beautiful energy and you participating really does help. So what I've decided to do moving forward is I'm going to do separate readings with separate links for each pile, and it will always be in the description box. It's easy to find. You just go down, you look for the timestamps. I know it says timestamps, but you get it. I guess maybe I should change that. I just realized maybe I should put links, reading links or something. I'll figure it out, but you get the gist. So it'll say reading 1, reading 2, reading 3, reading 4. You go to the link and there you are. That's your magic. Those are your messages. And what I'm doing, what Spirit's having me do is actually put it all together in every single reading, just in case, like, say you're, drawn to a certain number reading, you go to that link, but you were also drawn to the other one. Instead of having to go back, you could just stay on that reading and go into the description box and there'll be a link there. And I will also, always put a link to the beginning part in case there was some messages there from, Spirit for the collective, anything like that. This is new to me too. They're having me kind of switch things around. Please follow me on TikTok. The TikTok readings are really fun. We're going to be doing a lot of cool different things there. Toad the Wet Sprocket, for those of you who don't know him, and Gladys. Ooh, Gladys is a little jumpy today, which is funny because here's the frog and she's the owl. Anyway, they've got fun little things in here, and Spirit's going to have me start doing little readings on TikTok with these too, like daily messages, things like that. So, they're just going to have me keep kind of going with the flow of it, having fun. Also, I apologize. I'm out of candles right now. So the only candle I have is this one, which is fine because it's perfect. But I don't have any to kind of light them up, and I'm using the natural light as well as I can. But I do live in the Pacific Northwest. It looks like blue skies, but we'll do our best. Okay. So today we are going to talk about setting intentions for this new moon cycle. Now, I know that this new moon cycle in real time, also May the 4th be with you. Today is May the 4th. When I looked down, it was 414. So that's our angel number. I'm going to write that down. Again, always look in the description box. There's tons of fun little pearls of wisdom down there, little extra things from Spirit for us to look at. Ooh, interesting. I was going into March. Interesting. They brought me to the March. I'm going to put a little pin in this. It looks like, okay, so I'll put a link below in the recommendations, reading recommendations for the new moon. This was from March. Okay, that's interesting. So they want me to put that there, and the angel number is 3355. So I'm going to make a little note there. So 414 was our angel number. And then we're going to, and then also 3355. And then I will research, I will do the research for this. Okay. Sorry, they're talking to me. And I'm also trying to, it was the new moon in Pisces. That's so interesting. So I'll put that reading, but some of you, if you're drawn to it, maybe something called you when I said Pisces. Anyway, so I'm going to put that in. Okay. But moving forward, our theme for today, I was, like I said, I wanted to do all sunshine and roses and fun stuff because we have been dealing with some dark shit. But then I started, looking around to my people that I look up to and go to their readings as well. And they too are going through dark shit. Every single one of us. Nobody is getting out of here alive. Literally, no human being. Oh, when I looked down, it was 555. Changes, changes, changes. Transformation, transformation, transformation. So 555 also. If they have me remember that, I'll put it down. If not, that's just for somebody in particular. But yeah, I mean, change and transformation. If you add that together, that's 6. It's the number 6 also. Life path 6, it could be. But also we're in a 6 year, 2022. And 6 are about I can never say that word, reciprocity. Right? And like the kind of like doubled mirror image of 3, right? 3 plus 3 is 6, but also 3 times 2 is 6. There's just so much happening. Also, the ant came back in today, warning us in a loving way, heeding the warning of patience, and that you may be moving faster than other people in your realm, in your collective space, your work, your family, your friends. And it's hard when you're moving faster than everybody else. It's hard to slow down, but that's exactly what they want us to do. They want us to slow down. So when I was asking about this energy from Spirit, right before it started, I thought I had it all together until I heard the words of our beloved Deepak Chopra, and I had my music on shuffle, but it was a song called the meditation, of the law of least effort. The law of least effort. And it comes from the album, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. And the 3 that he spoke of right before we start, that Spirit wanted us to look at and talk about in this reading. So it'll be in each individual reading, but you also have your own personal messages, of course. But we're going to be talking about acceptance, responsibility, and vulnerability. But it's interesting because Deepak literally said acceptance, responsibility, and defenselessness. And I thought that was really interesting. So I went and looked up. Of course, I know what defenselessness means, but I felt like there was another word. And then when I looked up and it said vulnerability, I was like, yes, it's about being vulnerable right now. It's about being seen right now. It's about speaking your truth, but also taking responsibility for our actions, but not in a blame game. No blame. It's not about that. I'll put a link below for this meditation from Deepak. It might help you as well. Maybe I'll see if I can find the whole album. That might even be better. Then you can look through it. But I mean, right now, we are all going through our own personal things. But in terms of the energy on the planet, everybody's going through it. And this is, in my personal experience that I can remember, especially being woke, quote unquote, this is the darkest I have ever felt. My partner and I can't even be in the same room. Like, he still is like gone. He's coming back tomorrow, but he's been gone for almost a week and we really need it. And last night, like, I was watching these readings. I was going into these dark places, just dark. I mean, dark to the point that I'm not ready to share because, like, some of it, it's like, I don't want to have any shame around it. But at the same time, I'm like, who am I? Like, I don't normally even do that stuff. You know what I mean? But there's just some stuff that's coming up, this gook, this darkness, having us re-look at things again, things that are resurfacing, lies, especially if you or anyone around you is in any type of narcissism or narcissistic behavior. It is right now, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like, nobody wants to take responsibility. Nobody wants to talk about anything, which is why I think it's so perfect that the crystal oracles came in. So we are actually going to read from the Crystal Oracle, and we're also going to read from the 4 Agreements. And the last deck we're going to be using for some clarifiers is the Answer is Simple deck. So utilize this waxing moon energy. Utilize this energy right now to set intentions. And even if the intention is to be less defensive, even if it's just to, the law of least effort, it's like moving like water, just flow. If somebody comes at you and they say some really fucked up shit, be like, if you want to like boil up and freak out or whatever, get up and walk out of the room. If they follow you, be like, please don't follow me right now. I just need to figure some stuff out. I'll be back, Again, I know that I spoke about this in another reading, but I just think it's fascinating when life plays out in front of us and there is no escaping the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case. It is unbelievable because it's something out of a movie. They're going to make a movie out of it. If they don't, I'd be shocked. But there's a war going on. There's many wars going on. The whole world is at war, emotionally, physically, mentally, spiritually. Everything feels crazy and fucked up. When I looked down, it was 11/12. So take that as an angel number, whatever, And for those of you who are new here, whenever I spout out or spew off things like that, that's for you to look up on your own. Your journey is your own, and you need to find things on your own. If you made your way to this page, to this channel, if you've made your way to this tribe, to this group of light workers, spirit warriors, magicians, healers, heroes, superheroes, we've got some, you're in good company. And you are welcome here because the reciprocity of it all, the reciprocity, please correct me. Feel free to correct me. It's just showing us what's really going on. And also they're asking me to pull up. I have some notes here on some numbers. And so they want me to bring up the number 6. So let me grab that. Okay. So in the tarot guide, this is when I was first learning in my baby witch mode, as one of my shamans used to call it. The number 6 represents success, peace, happiness, communication, creativity, harmony restored, new opportunities, hard work paying off after the hardship of 5, and recharging. And also in the mindset of letting it go because of the PTSD of the hardship. We're seeing in front of us like how people's behaviors, it's like we get to see ourselves in these people and their ugliness. We all have good days and bad days. We're not meant to just run around and be like, I'm perfect. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. So with that being said, we are going to get into each of these readings. Follow the links below. Oh, when I looked down, it was 13/12, then 13/13. Yes, my beautiful witches, my healers, my deep down believers in magic and love and peace and happiness and rebirth and growth and transformation. Because once we get through once we get through this, and also Spirit wants us, one more thing they're going to say before we go. They want to remind you that this is a gift. It's hard to see it for what it is sometimes, but it is a gift. The darkness, the ugliness, the retrograde energy, the eclipse energy. That's why it's in Taurus. Taurus reminds us to stay grounded, stay close to the earth. Today, I went outside. I walked barefoot for a while. I laid in the sun because it felt so good on my skin. That vitamin D just felt so good. Self-care right now. Self-care. Take extra good care of yourself. All right. When I looked down, it was 14/14. Yeah, a lot of messages coming through. We are all different, but we are all the same because we are all one right now. Allow yourself to go through this, whatever it is. Anyway, I'm going to see over your reading. I'm excited to see what your messages are because these decks don't mess around, but they also are very loving and kind and gentle. And that's what Spirit wants you to remember, to be loving and kind and gentle with yourself and others. No blame. We all have to take responsibility for putting ourselves where we are. Even if we are empaths with narcissists, they are teaching us so much. We are teaching them so much. And we don't own each other. You know, we are just really walking each other home and helping each other in this beautiful life school on earth. All of my information is below if you'd like to book a personal reading, if you'd like to purchase a recorded reading, if you'd like to donate. Thank you. I love you so much. Spirit loves you so much. All of the information's in the description box below, and I'll see you over at your reading. Blessed be. Aho.